Hello everyone and welcome to episode 11 of Markoy InBetween builds, the build series where we build absolutely nothing but focus on the builds that we do in between the big builds. And actually, yeah, it's going to be one of those episodes again where the build is not really a small build, but actually a big build. But yeah, we don't talk about it. Last episode, of course, was episode 43 of the big build series. And then we did the Barlow Weapon Systems headquarters you see behind me. And as you can see, I actually made some changes on it after I finished recording. And I added some of these bridges and the pipe support, also bridges actually, spanning between the buildings, connecting the whole thing up and onto each other. And this building is actually sitting on the edge of the jungle. And of course, yeah, it gives a little bit, it gives some questions. Why is there a jungle right in the middle of of a city center, I could say a metropolis-sized city center? And if we fly over there, we can also see that there's quite some abandoned buildings sitting over here. We have not really focused on these buildings in previous episodes. Of course, I had an episode specifically for the methane scraper, but the broken up buildings, I don't think we actually really focused on that. This whole area it's a little bit a missing part of the story, what is going on in this city. And by the build that I did now is, I gave a little bit explanation on why this area is actually a abandoned wilderness, and that, you can see it over here. This building, it says Reactor 1. You can see that Reactor 1 has seen better times. Obviously, there's not much of the reactor left. All the equipment that was on the inside is completely burned away. Only the concrete is left. And also for the concrete, large parts have been blasted out. And also the utility building on the side is falling into decay with a part of the hangar bay door fallen apart and pieces of the wall falling out. The gantry breaking up. So it is pretty clear that something happened here that is was not very beneficial for the lifespan of this building. And if we look over here, actually let's first fly around here. There's a little bit of a how do you call it? Observation platform over here, which spans over the crater. And if you look into the book, it actually says, in memory of the innocent lives taken by the brutal terror attack on Reactor 1 at the 3rd of February 2075. So, according to this memorial over here, then it would suggest that this area is in fact a result of a terrorist attack. However, of course, we do never know that 100% certain. I mean, it can also be a cover-up by the corporations that maybe something just went wrong here and they had a meltdown and this whole thing went up in smoke. But they blamed it on the terror attack, and that is what people seem to remember from this. But you can imagine that if this thing has a meltdown and the radioactive cloud spreads over this area and this whole area is affected, that it will be abandoned. But you see over here already that people are already squatting in these buildings. So people are actually living there. And also on the other side of the reactor, you can see that the people of the Cyberpunk city have started erecting buildings already on the very edge of where this nuclear disaster has struck. If we fly around this building, you can actually see this is probably also cooling towers or something like that, or yeah, maybe something else is inside, I don't know. And over here we have an office block from a company called Cytec ID. So that looks, well, at least it sounds a little bit like a maybe a cybersecurity company or something like that, or at least, yeah, identity. Well, how do you call that? Something to do with securing your identity, or I don't know, something like that. This is probably just a advertisement on the side here of the building. And then actually in the tunnel here, you have the entrance to the Cytec ID building. On the other side, just some waste and stuff like that. Now, of course, over here we can look at the crater. Now, and yeah, okay, we got some vendors stalls sitting here to provide the people with some snacks and refreshments. Crash into the spire. And then over here, yeah, we have this building. And yeah, for this building, actually, yeah, you can see that actually just below the sign, sorry, just below the I wanted to place a sign. And the sign should be, well, at least in my opinion, a little bit descriptive about what this company is. And yeah, for that, I want to ask for your help because, yeah, I need a name. And my idea is that this company, with the eye and stuff, maybe a watchful eye, it also doesn't matter where you stand, it always seems to be looking right at you. Especially over here, yeah, it's looking down. Yeah, so I need a name for this building. My idea is that it is a security company, especially sitting next to Barlow Weapon Systems. So yeah, guys, yeah, I want to ask you to come up with names for this company, and then if you give me a name, I will put it on the building. The most suitable name I will put on the building. So yeah, what else is going on in the city? Of course, yeah, Barlow has his security droids standing there, or mechs, or some armored cars, and they have a truck here with all the, well, probably filled to the brim with weapons and munitions or whatever. So they have their thing going on here. Yeah, and I think that is a little bit what I have done in the meantime. So yeah, I'm really curious on what you guys think about this build. And yeah, of course, let me know if you have any suggestions for improvement, or they say, hey, I'm missing. That you say, I am missing something here, or I'm missing something there. Or that you say, okay, have you thought about, I don't know, adding stuff to it or whatever? Let me know. I'm always happy to hear about your suggestions, or how you look at it, and it gives me a lot of inspiration as well. So yeah, if you have any ideas, let me know in the comments. And yeah, what we're gonna do now, we're gonna do a little bit of a fly around again, and then after the fly around, that will be the end of the episode again. So I want to thank you all for watching, and if you like the video, leave a like. Of course, if you're not subscribed, please consider subscribing. It will help me a lot, and it will make sure that a lot more people will see my video as well. So yeah, again, guys, thank you very much, and see you guys next time. Goodbye.